They had no clue all the hard work that had gone in to get that end result.
If you just look at the first page and the last one, that's what people always assume.
And trust me, it doesn't always go kind of up to the right. That's not how growth works. It's going to go up.
And I would say the troughs, like, the down turns are very painful most of the time.
Yep.
You kind of, because I think the entrepreneurial journey also, in a way, especially the way you did it and the way I did it, is very lonely. And that's something I've been talking about a lot. I joined EO, so I've been talking a lot about that. It's very lonely. Even if you surround yourself with people, sometimes it's hard. Like you're facing challenges, you're making decisions that you're not fully aware of all the things that you need to consider, probably out of inexperience, it's a new issue, you have to deal with. And even if you want to talk to people that surround you, family members, friends, they might not really understand where you're coming from. I totally agree with you. Organizations like EO, YPO, and so many others that we have here in Brazil are fundamental into giving you that support system without actually telling you in a judgy way what you should do.
Yep.
That's the main thing, the valuable part. No one's going to come to you and say, hey, Ashley, I think you should solve this problem doing this, because they don't understand your problem better than you do, but they will give you their experience and how they approach their issues, and that, you do with that whatever you want to do with that, right? But that's going to be really helpful.
Very true. Yeah, I mean, I've got lots of really great friends and very successful friends. But to your point earlier, being an entrepreneur is a very lonely job because unless you've been an entrepreneur, you're going to have real trouble relating to the problems that you're dealing with. And so I remember talking to my friends, and it's very successful people, but they just were unable to relate to the fact that I have to meet payroll at the end of the month and I need to come up with $500,000. Exactly. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to meet payroll.
and how does that affect your personal life? Because entrepreneurial journey is not segregated.
It's not.
The company, the challenge of the company will one way or another affect your personal life and decisions. And even, can I buy ham or bologna next month? I don't know, because it depends on the decisions you're making at the company.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. And equally, I mean, when things do work out well and you have success, your friends will equally have trouble relating, perhaps, to some of the opportunities you have.
I don't know if 99%, but the majority will say, oh, he was lucky. Right? You touched on something I wanted to ask you. I remember a few years ago listening to a founder and CEO of a large company. I can't remember which one it was, but one of those big successes that you see on the media all the time. Things like Instagram. It wasn't Instagram, but something like that. And he was very clearly stating that the main issue why they were failing, why they were having issues, and he was trying to justify, was that they had too much money. They raised too much money. Mm-hmm. From what I know of your experience, you never went that route.